The Bible tells the story of Jonah, a man who received a direct instruction from God. He was told to go to Nineveh, a city known for its wickedness, and preach a message of repentance. But Jonah, full of fear and doubt, decided to run the other way. He boarded a ship, heading in the opposite direction, trying to outrun God's plan. We can all relate to Jonah's story, can't we? We've all been there, facing challenges, feeling overwhelmed, maybe even wanting to escape our problems. We try to run from our difficulties, hoping they'll disappear. But just like Jonah found out, running from God's plan only leads to more trouble. The moment Jonah boarded that ship, a massive storm arose. The waves crashed down, the wind howled, and the ship creaked and groaned under the weight of the tempest. The sailors, terrified, realized this was no ordinary storm. They knew something was amiss, and they confronted Jonah. Finally, Jonah confessed his disobedience. He told them he was running from God, and the storm was a direct result of his actions. The sailors, desperate to save their lives, reluctantly threw Jonah overboard, sacrificing him to appease the raging sea. The moment Jonah hit the water, the storm ceased. The sea became calm, the wind died down, and the sun peeked through the clouds. The sailors, awestruck by the sudden peace, knew they had witnessed the power of God. Jonah, meanwhile, found himself swallowed whole by a giant fish. Can you imagine the fear, the despair, the feeling of utter hopelessness? Trapped in the belly of the beast, Jonah had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He was forced to confront his choices, his fears, and his rebellion against God. How often do we find ourselves in similar situations? We run from our problems, only to find ourselves trapped in a different kind of storm. We may face financial struggles, relationship issues, health challenges, or career setbacks. These trials can feel like giant beasts, swallowing us whole, leaving us feeling lost and alone. But it's in these dark moments, in the belly of our fears, that we have a choice to make. We can either succumb to despair, or we can do what Jonah did, turn to God. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah remained trapped inside the fish. He could have easily given up, resigned to his fate. But instead, he chose to pray. He cried out to God from the depths of his despair, repenting of his disobedience and asking for forgiveness. And God, in his infinite mercy and grace, heard Jonah's prayer. He commanded the fish to vomit Jonah out onto dry land, giving him a second chance to fulfill his destiny. We all experience moments of doubt, fear, and struggle. I remember